Well, the revolution's moving awful fast. Almost overnight, plastic straws have been pushed out of restaurants across America. In the most progressive places, an unauthorized straw can get you prison time. That's right, behind bars for using a straw. But the left is not ready to stop. They have a new target: helium balloons, sign of childhood and happiness for millions of Americans. But activists say that balloons returning to Earth eventually hurt the environment and harm animals. One town in Rhode Island, which has solved all of its other problems, has already banned balloon sales. Cathy Rue is not confused by this. She is the founding publisher of Catalina magazine. She's our liberal Sherpa, and she's going to guide us through the Himalayas of progressive thought tonight as she explains why we must ban balloons. Cathy, it's great to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
So most of us, when we think balloons, don't think environmental disaster. We think 8-year-old birthday party. Why should we hate and fear helium balloons?
I don't think we should fear them. I mean, seabirds and turtles should fear them because they die. So they should actually fear these balloons because they die when they choke on these balloons, when they come back to the ground, and they're attracted to these bright colors and they choke. So they should be feared. The animals should fear these balloons. We should not care for them because, I mean, really, they serve no purpose. They are not biodegradable. It takes about 10 to 20 years for them to degrade. So they actually are just another form of litter, just like plastic straws. Balloons are litter.
I think I'm sensing a theme here. The things the left wants to ban are also, maybe not coincidentally, the things that bring ordinary people joy, like tobacco or drinking straws or balloons. I wonder if maybe banning humor or human happiness might not just be a shortcut to get to the goal that the left is looking for. Do you think?
Well, a sustainable future relies on happiness and humor, but not balloons. So, no, I think happiness is allowed. But, I mean, it's illegal in many places to throw rice at weddings. Now we throw seeds because we don't want the birds to choke. And rice had been around since Roman times for weddings. So balloons have been around since the 1800s.
It's illegal to throw rice at weddings? That must be a Massachusetts
in some
law.
towns. No, I think actually in some places in Texas, yeah. So, yeah, rice at weddings is illegal, and that's been around since Roman times. So balloons have been around only since the 1800s. So we can get rid of balloons. I mean, no one's going to miss them.
I wonder, have progressive scientists studied the level of carbon emissions produced by human laughter? and I wonder if we discovered that laughing was warming the Earth, would we ban it?
I don't think there's a study on that, but there have been studies on the lifespan of litter, and that's why we are banning straws and balloons, and probably diapers are going to be replaced with cloth diapers. Bottles, glass bottles actually take 1 million years to biodegrade, so glass bottles might be on their way out. Yeah, that's why a lot of companies are switching.
Let me ask you really quick, why does nobody, I totally get that, and I actually hate litter, which is one of the reasons I'm so against illegal immigration. Produces a huge amount of litter.
Balloons.
Huge amount of litter.
Balloons.
And I mean that with total sincerity. But why is nobody ever trying to ban iPhones or Lululemon yoga pants or running shoes or any of the accessories of the idle rich in our country? Do you ever notice that? Those don't degrade very well either. But instead it's kids' balloons.
Well, I don't think 10,000 Lululemon pants are being flown into the air and killing the wildlife and hurting our future. So I don't think they're hurting tomorrow. Not yet.
Well, they wind up in landfills, ultimately, like every season when they come out with a new kind of Lululemon stretch pants. Like, you got to buy the new ones, you throw the old ones away. More likely give them to your housekeeper, and they wind up in the end in landfill. I mean, why? That's an environmental disaster.
Well,
the iPhone, another disaster. Why do we allow it? Why do we allow this thing right here?
Right.
Do you know what a pelican can do to that? Pelicans choke on these by the thousands. Why isn't there a movement to ban them?
I don't think that's exactly true, but I think we have Goodwill and we have vintage shops and many places where people recycle their clothes. So we recycle electronics. So balloons, though, completely useless. We do not need those. We need our phones, and we need to get dressed. So,
okay.
Yeah,
not as useless as the iPhone, I would argue. But you know what? I'm not the liberal Sherpa here. Cathy, great to see you. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Well, elites in Washington on both sides, left and right, are threatened, really threatened, by the rise of populism. Now they're teaming up, think tank on the right, think tank on the left, to fight the popular will. We'll speak to one representative of that movement next.